Hello and welcome to episode 11 of the Roma Revolution. I'm Ben, and coming up on today's episode we have the Europa League final against Borussia Dortmund. Can we do it? Can we grab our first piece of silverware for Roma? It's a tough game. It's probably the biggest final that we could have got based on the teams in the competition. Dortmund obviously dropping down from the Champions League, not making it any further than the group stages in that one. But can we do it? The teams look good, the recent form has been okay, we're obviously unbeaten in the Europa League, and this is our chance to do it. In between the episodes, I have just finished off the Serie A season. 2 wins against Spal and Sassuolo and an annoying loss against Verona. All of that meant we did end up finishing a convincing 4th, 7 points ahead of Inter in 5th. We weren't quite able to get in to the title race of Lazio, Juventus and AC Milan eventually running out title winners in a really tight race for that. But the 4th place finish has meant that next year we will have Champions League football at the club. But can we go into that with a win from the Europa League? And the team that we're going to try and do it with is this. We've got Paul Lopez in goal, a back 5 of Kolarov, Mertsetin, Smalling, Mancini and Zappacosta. Tonali and Pellegrini pair up in the midfield with Kluivert and Zaniolo on the wings, behind Kalinic up front on his own. A slight change in tactic just has happened actually the last couple of games of Serie A. I noticed our form was just slightly dipping a little bit. I just mix things up, get the wingers in play a little bit more, go with a bit more of a balanced formation with 5 at the back. Obviously it has worked. We really dominated Sassuolo. Obviously it was only a 1-0 win, but it deserved to be a lot more. And then the win against Spal was far more convincing. And hopefully we can take that form into this game. Obviously we're not favourites at all. I've said to the boys in a team meeting that the pressure's obviously off. We're not expected to win this competition. We've got as far as the board are expecting. But if we can win it, that would just be the icing on the cake for a reasonably good first season. So here we go. Let's see if we can get the better of Dortmund and win this Europa League. Obviously they've gone full strength. You've got Haaland, you've got Royce, you've got Sancho, you've got Brandt, you've got Witsel, you've got Chan, Schultz, Hummels, Akini, Hakimi and Berkey. A really strong Dortmund team that we're coming up against them. Royce with the free kick early, and it does just go over. 20 minutes in, our first highlight, fairly even with shots. Dortmund potentially dominating possession a little bit more. But as I say, it's going to be a tough ask, a really good Dortmund side. But if we can just nick a goal, who knows what can happen. And Kluivert with the header on, and it's just wide from Kluivert. Close to our first goal in the final. As I say, we haven't lost in this competition all the way to the final. 4 wins in the group stages and 2 draws. A couple of draws alongside mainly wins in the knockout stages. So if we can keep that going, we obviously will be Europa League champions. And it's Mancini on the ball here. Coming forward with it. He needs to get rid of it. Being pressed by Brandt, and he has. Zaniolo does well to keep it in on this right-hand side. Back to Zappacosta. Zappacosta back to Tonali. Can he find a killer ball? He tries to find Kolarov, but it's poor. And Sancho and Hakimi have picked it up. But Zappacosta gets into a good position to cut out the switch. And Tonali with another chance to find Kolarov. And this time he has. Can he take on his man? He puts the ball across instead. And Kalinic fires just wide. 40 minutes gone, the best chance I think we've seen for us. We kept possession really well. It fell to Kalinic on the edge of the area, but he couldn't quite slot it home. And we go in at half-time 0-0, having had our fair share of the game. Can we do it? One more half of Europa League football. Obviously potential for extra time and penalties, but we don't want to go that far. We want to win it in normal time. We'll have a bit of passion. A few players struggling maybe with the occasion. Zaniolo obviously only young. He's not having the best of games. Kalinic, Kluivert. The midfield doing okay. Tonali obviously in his first big game for us at 19, playing reasonably well. One of the better players. And I think it's probably time to make a change. Zaniolo struggling with the occasion. He can come off. We can get another youngster, Cengiz Under, on this right-hand side. Along with that, let's switch both wings. Kluivert, get a bit of experience on. Get Mkhitaryan on. See if he can handle the occasion a bit better. And let's see if we can produce something in what has been quite a quiet game so far. But it's a chance for for Dortmund, and that could be it. Emre Can from the free kick. Royce puts it across the front of goal. Mancini unable to clear. We'll see it again here. Royce will cross. Haaland misses it. Can, it falls to him on a melee of players. And we're obviously going to have to go attacking and see if we can grab something from the game. Otherwise, it is Dortmund who will be lifting that Europa League trophy in front of our eyes. Akanji being pressed really well by Kalinic, but they do manage to break that. And Can, back to Akanji again, back to Berkey. Hummels, if we can nick it off them here, it would be ideal, but they're breaking out really well. Royce, Brandt finds Royce again. Zappacosta's going to have to do well to not let him get past him. He's gone back to Schultz. Zappacosta holds off well, but it falls to Witsel. Can, I feel there's a big chance probably coming here, and it looks like it's going to be for Dortmund. Hakimi to Hazard. Can he win them the game? He can't. Hakimi, Haaland, a great block from Smalling. May have just kept Roma in the final. Zappacosta now at the back is a poor clearance, only as far as Can, who does have to go backwards, however, under good pressure from Pellegrini, who's going to go to Berkey, but he's played it out to Hakimi. Dortmund we're seeing much more of than ourselves here. Hazard beats Kolarov on the left into Haaland, who's going to have a pop from distance, and it's just over. We're going to demand more. What we're seeing at the moment suggests that we've not got a foothold in this game at all. And with 15 minutes to go, we're going to have to go for it here. Attacking on the left-hand side for Mkhitaryan. Attacking on the right-hand side at wing-back for Zappacosta. We're going to go very attacking. Again, we've got to go for, let's see, Kolarov not having the best of times on the left. So we'll bring Spinazzola on for him. Final change of the game. 15 minutes to go. All we need is one goal to send this to extra time, but we haven't seen enough for us to suggest. But are we going to do it? Mancini slots it home. Is it a goal? It is! 80 minutes on the clock. Roma have equalised with 10 minutes to go. Pellegrini with the ball in. Mancini, who obviously made the mistake for the Dortmund goal, makes up for it here. And we're back in the final. We haven't seen much of us at all. Potentially only the second or third highlight that we've seen of us. But we have managed to grab an equaliser. And now all we need to do is see it out for 8 more minutes. And we will be going to extra time. Can we even see it out? Oh, grab a late one here. Hakimi. Zappacosta heads away. Brandt to Schultz. Zappacosta. Brandt. It's just gone wide. With 4 minutes of added time on the clock, can we just see it out? It looks like we are going to be going to extra time unless anything late and dramatic happens. We are 1-1 in normal time then. It's going to extra time in the final. We've not done much with the ball. Dortmund have dominated us, but Mancini was able to equal out his earlier mistake, letting Can score their goal. Let's just see if we can secure a win in the final. Extra time. We've not been great, but we've still got a chance to do it. We are also able to make one more sub in extra time, which I might do in due course. Time is ticking by again. We're not seeing much at all, but it's a Dortmund chance. Schultz to Haaland. Haaland plays it all the way back to Brandt. It's fallen to Can. Not the best pass, but Hakimi's got a chance to stake on Spinazzola. Delaney into Brandt again. Again, it's going to be looking like a good chance for Dortmund. Hakimi keeps it on. He needed to be pressed far better. And Götze. Smalling may have pushed him, and it's a penalty. And another mistake from a central defender. And we're throwing the game away. Haaland steps up to take the penalty, and he scores. Another mistake at the back. Smalling pushing Götze in the middle, it would seem. And Haaland steps up and easily slots the penalty past Pau Lopez. We are going to make that final change. We're going to bring Dzeko on for Haaland. For Kalinic, rather. Just to see if he can add something a bit different. We've got to go for it. It's approaching the end of the first half of extra time. And we're going in at 2-1. We're going to switch to very attacking again. One more goal. And we take it to penalties. And I think that's got to be our aim now. We've not deserved to be in this at all, really. Dortmund probably unlucky not to win it in normal time. As you can see, we've not really been at the races, but there is still a chance. And all it will take is one big chance if we can get it. But it doesn't look like it's going to come. There's 5 minutes for us to try and get it. We're going to have to try and push on a little bit, I think. Pellegrini's going to play as more of an attacking midfielder. We're going to bring Zappacosta and Spinazzola up to play more as wing-backs on these left and right-hand side as well. Tonali can play more of a supporting role as the playmaker. We've just got to go for it. 4 minutes to go. 3-1 doesn't matter, but 2-2 would be massive. Can we do it? It looks like we're not going to be able to. 1 more minute of the game. And it looks like we are going to have fallen at the final hurdle. Dortmund are the champions of the Europa League. Roma didn't turn up on the day. The occasion got to us. Dortmund definitely the deserved winners. We couldn't quite do it. Mancini equaling out an early Chan goal, which he made the mistake for. Haaland with a penalty. Again, another mistake from Chris Smalling. And unfortunately, we've fallen, as I say, at the final hurdle. We were unbeaten throughout the competition. Dortmund just too good. But obviously 4th place in the league has secured us Champions League football for next year. And that will be where we'll see us in the next episode at the start of the Serie A season after a massive transfer window ahead of us to see if we can build a squad that's going to be capable of going reasonably deep into a Champions League and a Serie A title race. Not the result we wanted, but I do hope you have enjoyed this video. And if you have, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager content. And thank you for popping along and watching.